Okay, so let's unpack this source material you shared. And you have to admit, the topic is, well, it's pretty wild.
Hey, yeah. Wild is one word for it.
We're talking about crypto
Yeah.
meeting, witchcraft, astrology, the occult.
Yeah.
It's unexpected.
It really does sound like something out of, I don't know, a sci-fi fantasy novel, right?
Totally.
But the thing is, based on the material we're looking at, this isn't presented as just a joke or some, like, tiny fringe thing.
No, it's too serious.
The source describes it as a genuine fusion, these ancient belief systems and this super futuristic tech. And it says it's actually gaining traction.
Right. So, okay, our mission for this deep dive, let's keep it simple. Just understand what's going on here, why it might matter, but only based on what these sources are telling us.
Exactly. We're exploring the phenomenon as it's presented in the material. And the core idea, the insight the source pulled out, is this kind of curious parallel. Decentralized belief systems, practices often outside the mainstream institutions, they seem to be finding a sort of natural partner in decentralized finance. Like attracts-like, maybe?
No, huh. And here's where the source says gets really interesting. Think about the themes, right?
Yeah.
In a lot of these occult practices,
Right.
gaining power or knowledge without a central authority, like personal sovereignty, understanding hidden meanings or codes, bypassing the usual gatekeepers.
Yeah, all that.
The source points out how strongly those ideas resonate with the whole, like, foundational spirit of crypto.
And what's fascinating, according to the material, is seeing how that connection actually plays out in the real world, or, well, the digital world.
Okay, like how?
Well, the source mentions astrologers not just giving advice, but actually launching their own crypto tokens.
Their own coins.
And which is selling NFTs, those unique digital things, but describing them as spellbound.
Spellbound NFTs, seriously.
Or digital talismans, sometimes even marketed to, like, protect your crypto wallet, apparently.
Wow, okay.
And it talks about online covens, accepting payment for services, tarot readings, energy work, that kind of thing, priced and paid only in Ethereum.
Only Ethereum. So it's getting specific. It's way more than just, dabbling.
Exactly. And when you see things like an astrologer offering, get this, crypto trading horoscopes based on your birth chart.
Slight laugh. No way.
Yeah. The source suggests this is all part of a deliberate movement.
And the material even says these creators see the blockchain itself as a kind of digital magic.
Yes. That's a really striking idea from the source material. It describes blockchain as this immutable ledger, right? Unchangeable.
Okay.
And that this somehow empowers the individual, removes all the intermediaries, and basically reshapes how spiritual or mystical commerce can even work.
So the tech itself has magical properties, in their view.
Kind of, yeah. The source suggests they see the unchangeable nature, the decentralized control. It has this almost, magical quality in this context.
And the notes mention a group called Crypto Mystics. What the source tells us there is they apparently believe certain cryptocurrencies, from Bitcoin to, yes, even Dogecoin,
Chuckles lightly. Dogecoin. Okay.
were somehow prophesied, like destined to dismantle the old financial systems and bring in a new era.
Right. And if you connect that to the broader implications the material talks about, it suggests something pretty significant is happening beyond just, making a quick buck.
Meaning?
The source suggests that merging these, like, deep-seated belief systems with technology helps people build communities, find meaning maybe in a world that feels chaotic.
It even hints that some projects, the ones framed this way through this sort of magical lens, they might actually survive market crashes.
Not just because of the financial logic.
Right, but because the people holding them have a kind of, faith invested in them, belief.
Which brings us right to the central question the source is grappling with.
Which is?
Is this all just a scam dressed up in mystical language? Is it purely a meme, like an inside joke? Or is it something more profound?
Yeah.
A genuine movement starting up?
And the material says, maybe all three.
It suggests it could realistically be all three at the same time. Yeah.
The source uses that really vivid analogy here, doesn't it? That crypto could be like a new kind of spell book. And the blockchain isn't just a ledger anymore, but it's where modern magic is being written.
Ultimately, yeah. The core takeaway presented in your material seems to be that belief is still incredibly powerful.
Especially when things feel uncertain.
Exactly. And maybe surprisingly, for some people in these, niche corners, crypto is actually becoming a new kind of belief system.
So when you see those coin names, like the source mentions, Moonwitch or Astrodeo,
Right.
the material is basically saying, hey, don't just dismiss it instantly.
Yeah, it could be the surface of something, well, stranger, maybe deeper,
Right.
and perhaps more tied to belief and magic than we might think at first glance.
So I guess the final thought, based on the source material you shared, is really for you, the listener, to ponder.
Right. What does it actually mean when technology itself starts to become an object of faith for some people? And what kind of unique power, what kind of communities does that belief actually create in these digital spaces?
Something to think about, definitely.